Hello and welcome to my channel, Lottie's Little Worlds. In today's video what we're going to be doing is playing a game called Town City, which is where you take a tiny little non-existent town that we've got at the moment and you build it up into a city. I've just started a new game, so let's get into it. So our first task is we need to build 3 houses and connect the houses to the station with a road. Now, I've already played this game before, so I kind of know what I do and don't want to do. So I've got a little plan in my head where I think round here we almost do a bit of a shopping plaza that faces into the water. I think that would look really cute. So I'm going to map this out now. I definitely don't need a road that big. Let's go for 3.5. I'm just going to draw my road round here to start with. It'll probably be the wonkiest road you've ever seen, but it is what it is. Lovely. There we go. Right, so I'm thinking that we obviously have our road coming out of here. I think we're going to have a road across here and a road coming down. Let's use the line tool for that so it doesn't look absolutely atrocious. I'm going to go for a bit of a wider road here, I think. There we go. I think we have a road coming across the front of the station. So that's what we've got so far. I think for the time being we can utilise these bits for like markets, and right now I think what I'm going to do is come down over here and start building the houses round here. So let's do a bit of freeform for that. I think we'll bring this round here like this. Lovely. What we'll do is we'll connect our first 3 houses. We'll have it on randomise, I think. Well, hopefully this should tick up in a moment. 1, 2 and 3. Lovely. And here we've got our first citizens that are coming to live with us today. Our first family. And here they are. Lovely. The first family has arrived. Click on their icon and give them a home. So let's put them in this one here. Lovely. Click on the house. The family has been given a home. Open residence information by clicking on it. Okay. A warm, beautiful house is the main way to increase residents' happiness, but it currently does not provide much. Let's change that by giving residents access to food buildings. Okay. Market stalls are now available. Let's place 2 market stalls. I think we will, start the market over here maybe. In fact, no, I'll do a little for the time being. I think let's get the road tool out. We're on freeform. I think I'm going to just draw something a little bit like this. Again, a lovely wonky bit of roadage going on there. Let's just get that bit. Much better. Build 2 different market stalls. There we are. Let's place. Let's go 1 here and 1 here for the time being. There we go. We've got our poultry stall and our cheese stall. Click on the market stall. Before a shop is operational, it needs to have workers. All adults living in your town can be employed. Let's add a worker to here. Each worker increases the amount of citizens that can be serviced, so make sure all shops can meet their demand by having enough workers. Lovely. This shop can't sell yet because there's no warehouse. Let's build a warehouse next. Okay. They receive resources from the station and then transport them to commerce buildings. An efficient warehouse is nearby. Commerce buildings and close enough to the station. So what I think, doing all the wrong things there. What I think I might do is, it's a shame it won't fit there. I think maybe we put the warehouse here, because then when we start getting shops around here, it should hit that. And we have 2 more families. We need a worker in the poultry store. Fabulous. And we need a worker in here. You can see the connections here, so it can get to the station from there and there and there. Fabulous. So we've done all of these. We've built a warehouse. We've added workers to cover transport cost. The poultry stall is functional. The cheese stall is functional. And a house receives both of those. Fabulous. Oh. Click on the house. Access to multiple shops greatly increases the happiness for its residents. Decoration points, we don't have too many there, but we can see that they have access to those, so they are quite happy. This house earns you more daily income with each shop connection. Each house, shop and warehouse has a decoration score. This score makes the people who live or work in the building happier. Let's make a house, a shop or a warehouse provide more happiness by decorating the areas around them. Fabulous. And this is the bit that I love. So let's randomise, get some trees in there. Lovely. Now I think what I might do, I'm whizzing around with that camera there. What I think I might do is, where are we? I might add just a little dirt track down the side here. So let's change it to maybe 2. I think if I do this, might even connect it up here, you know. Let's go back to our decorations, and I'm going to give them some little gardens. Oh, that arch is absolutely huge. Let's give them one there, and one there. Cute. And this one. Cute, I love that. We'll add in maybe some street lights down here just so it's nice and well lit. Put one at that side, one at that side. I think we can maybe do the same over here actually. Let's have some over here near our stalls, maybe come in here out of the station. Very nice. I think a little well in the middle would actually be really cute. I think we could probably squeeze in a couple more trees, especially around here, look. Cute little flower pots. Let's have some out the front of the houses. Very nice. Ooh, I think we can have some around here as well. Maybe that's the warehouse. What else have we got? A wooden slide. You never know, someone might have children that might want a wooden slide in the garden eventually. We do have some benches too, so I think maybe bench outside these houses. Maybe have some around this little plaza. I might use a smaller one actually. You know, people might get tired out just walking 3 feet from the house to the shopping market. You just never know. And maybe let's have a couple by the workplace if people are on the breaks. Very cute. I think maybe a little bench in the garden. Let's give this person... Do any of them have children actually? They have children. Look, perfect. They can have a little slide in their garden and maybe some flowers. Cute. Right, let's see what we've got to do next. Hover over the happiness percentage to view the happiness breakdown. So I can see here that people only arrive at the station if the total happiness is above 60%, which we've got 90, so that's good. What are we not happy with? Work decoration. So that's these places don't feel like they've got enough decoration. But at this moment in time, I do not care because we need more houses. So let us, was it 2.5? 3.5? 3.5. What I'm going to do is, eventually I am going to go up here. So, in fact, we could probably start doing that now. Let's see. Let's get our houses. Lovely. House 1. I think another house there. Hopefully, they are able to reach the markets. They're loving the blue houses today. Fabulous. Now, let's not leave them out. They're not really going to have a garden, unfortunately. Maybe we could squeeze a little side garden in there, actually. So, before we do that, let's move this little lamp out of the way to here. I'm going to move that one there just for the time being. Let's add them some decorations so they're happy at least. So they can access their garden from there and there. That's quite cute, actually. Can we fit a little? That is the question. The answer to that would be no. Not enough room. Can fit one there though. And this house here, they can have theirs going into the back too. Where are we? There we go. Maybe theirs can come down from the side to here. So let's pop them. Good place, some trees there. Maybe here too. Ooh. Here looks like a good place with some trees also. Let's move that light to here. And then we'll have another one here. Cute. Maybe some flowers outside their house. Could probably squeeze a couple in for them here actually. Little bench. They can have the other bench. Maybe another light at this side of the road too. Cute, like that. A high population density decreases a residents' overall happiness. Make parks and open spaces and research building connect more buildings. Let's build a research centre. Now, I like this building. I think it's really pretty. So what I might do is, I might pop it here. Let's just connect a road to it. Well, once it's finished building, that is. We need even more houses. It's going so quickly. They're coming really fast. Right. Come on, Mr. Research Centre. There we go. Connect you in there. Let's not leave them out either. Let's give them a few trees. I might actually do like a little park next to the research centre. So let's carry this around just a little bit. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have one of these bigger arches going into here. I think what I might do is a bit of a smaller dirt track actually. Start it off like that, and I think we just do a little windy path going round like this. I think we could use, where are we? Maybe a tall wooden fence, or is it really tall? Oh no. I think that would be okay. Let's use this tall wooden fence then to kind of just fence this park in. Goes next to the railway too, which I think is quite cute. But for health and safety reasons, alright, we will block that off. I think we'll leave that about there. Let's just pop a few trees around. eventually we do get different size trees, which is nice because it does look a bit copy and pasty at the moment. Let's put in a couple of little benches. Put one here. Maybe a couple facing this way. You never know. People like to look at trains. Could have another little well there. Some flowers along the way. Lovely. It is a park after all, so let's add in a slide there. Let's add some lights in too. So I think we'll have one on the entrance and then maybe just alternate them as we go up. Maybe one over here next to there. Oh, that's nice, I like that. Outside here, I think maybe let's have probably a couple of benches, a light. Let's have flowers there and there. What is going on there? Is that because I put a bench in the way? Why are you telling me you're not connected all of a sudden? I'm just going to ignore that, I think. Move you there. Let's just shuffle them up a little bit because that's just concerning me ever so slightly. There we go. Oh, never mind. Let's add a worker. We've got 7 workers, so I'm going to add 3. The more workers you have, the quicker you generate the research points. You can see current research points and money here. And we can research new item. Let's have a fish stall then. Fabulous. What we can do is, we have 17 out of 50 residents required to upgrade your city. This will unlock features, new features and buildings in the research menu. Maintain a high happiness and give 50 people a home. Your goal is to grow your new town to a bustling city, although currently we're just a dwelling. Right. Fabulous. So, first thing we're going to do though is, not decorations, Charlotte, is go into our fish stall and let's add her in. I think about there. So what we might need to do actually is just budge these up ever so slightly. Lovely. Your building has variations. Does it? It's telling me to click C and V. I think it might be between all of these. Never mind. It's lying to me. Fabulous. Let's add you in. Right. What I might do is add a couple of houses back here actually. So I might do the main road coming around here, but then the gardens come back onto there. But I think what I might need to do is add the houses in first. Oh, there's no way they're going to be able to creep past there, let's be honest. Can I move the rock? No, of course I can't. But I can move you. This might be a good place for another park as well, actually. Lovely. So, let's get our road. Is it about a 3? That will do. Lovely. But the residence is not connected to any shops. Oh dear. I thought they would be close enough, to be honest. Oh. Might need to move our houses around here then. Or actually, what I'll do is we've got enough money. I will just build a couple more. Like so. So let's... Well, I can't move them in just yet. While we are waiting for those, let's maybe just add in some flowers and things around here. Just get them really happy. There we go. Rightio then. Let's move you in there and you in there. Lovely. Which means now we've got more demand. So let's get them in there. Lovely. What I might actually do is for the time being. Just add a couple more people to the research centre, really get those points up. Because eventually what we can unlock is that the stalls have a greater reach. Oh, but look, here we can decorate buildings, which we definitely want. All the decorations that we have, apart from the trees, it means that we can now put them onto the buildings. So let's start doing that. So we can have little lights, which are so cute, and you can put them in the different places. And have little benches on the balcony, which I think is rather adorable. Let's have some little window boxes. Oops. Definitely don't want... No. There we go. They can have a bench as well. Let's not leave them out. Some flowers on here maybe. Cute. Same for you, I suppose. Flower boxes on there. They can have one there. One of those. We need to decorate these houses actually, or they'll be miserable. So they can have little flower boxes there. They can have them like this, and maybe some there. Bench for you. Give them the other bench. Lovely. Let's have a light in between them. Don't think we'll squeeze a house in there. We could do, just wouldn't have a garden. I'm lying. We could not do that unless I can move them up slightly. I think the answer to that is no. So what I might do is move them back. I could even put another little market stall there, but we'll see how we get on. Oh, I don't think I did put lights on these houses actually. You can have one above the door one. You can have them there. Did I do lights on these? No. Well, that one does. This one doesn't. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Have we got more people? Ah, they want a house near water. So, how close are they to the water? If I move them... Oh, which feels mean, actually. Well, I suppose what we could do is... Oh, but then they're going to be miles away from the shops. This is where I have a dilemma. Right, you stay there. Let's click on you. Let's move you over there, which you won't be particularly happy about. -10. How close to the water do they need to be? Right. Tell you what then. Let's build a road. Again, let's use the line tool so it doesn't look absolutely atrocious. Build you there. Seeing as I've already got you built, let's move you here and you to here. Watch them still not be happy. Oh, only 5%. Look how close to the water they are. A bit picky if you ask me. Let's add you. Ooh, let's have a fruit stall. Can add that into here. Wrong way. Oh no. I think I have a feeling I'm going to have to just move those flowers. Yes, I was correct. I bet it lets me put them in again now though. No, we'll put them there. Let's have another little light here. Some more flowers there. Oh, cute. We need a worker. We need two, actually. We need another house as well. But what I want to do is I want to focus on getting these houses decorated so that everyone's happy in them before we start moving on. I think what I might have to do is leave this bit. Maybe through here, if I move these. If I move you to there, you can still have your flowers. Is there any way I can move it up a little bit? Have that house there. Then what I will do is, not that one, I think build another little road coming here. Then we can kind of curve that round so I can still have my shops there. And what we might actually need to do is, let's build it there and then they can have like a bit of a shared garden. Not that they ever use the gardens, but they like it for the decoration. Right, so what we're going to do now is fence. We don't need to fence that garden in, do we really? Let's be honest. Give those just a little bit of a back garden that they can access from there. Let's put this in to here and to here. Yeah, they're not really gonna have one. Maybe they can all just have a shared garden. Like, let's not be greedy. We'll fence that off there. Have you there. There and there. Lovely. Let's get a few trees in. Oh, we're not randomising. Great. Cute. Maybe a couple here and there. Oh, we need the smaller trees. There we go. We can get a little street lamp in there and there. And over here. Maybe one at that side as well. Let's get the lights on the houses for them. And there we go. So I didn't really explain it. That family had traits. Like, these have got the trait here that they want to live near food. So it does actually tell you as you're putting them in, like, how close they are. Sometimes I like to cheat a little bit. And what I do is I will just move one family there that doesn't have traits. And then hopefully, yeah, plus 20% because they're right opposite the food shops. I need another house already. No available houses. Right, anyway, let's focus on getting these ones decorated. Getting them happy, and then we will deal with, I've done it again. I'm putting hanging baskets into the house. I can guarantee that they wouldn't want that. There we go. Maybe they can have a bench out here actually. And you can have one up there. Maybe they just want plenty of plants. I don't think everybody would have a bench on the balcony, would they? But, well, they might do actually. Who knows? There we go. Let's have a little one up here. Cute. So, oh, I think we get some more trees and bushes, and let's get the vegetable stall. And that, I think, is what we're aiming for next. Lovely. So, this means we now have a veg stall, which I actually can't fit in the little plaza. So what I'm thinking is maybe we just have... Oh, I'm not on the right one. Maybe we just have a little indent here and we will put the vegetable stall in here. Like so. Let's get decorations out. Oh, we've got little trees now, look. We can fill in all these gaps. Oh, much better. Like this. Just adds a bit of variation because I feel like when you're putting all the same tree down, it just looks a bit silly after a while. And because we're going to have shops there, I actually think, oh, and we've got the huge ones, we can fill it all up like this. We've also got bushes which are quite cute. Oh, very nice. Cute. Where else can we add some in? I think maybe we can add some small trees here actually. And maybe a couple of bushes. it's looking much better now. Doesn't all look just the same. Where's the small trees? There. That looks really, really cute actually. Right, but however, we do need a worker here. We need two actually. Now I'm wondering, because we've got the veg stall there, can we put some houses on here? Which, to be honest, I am going to do anyway, because we are going to need them eventually, so. It's a bit of a tight squeeze on the end of there actually. Like, are they just cutting into each other? Am I pushing it too far here? That is the question. Yeah, well then, oh, it's just them that are saying that they're not connected. Oh, that feels a little bit squishy. Right, tell you what. Whoa, what have I just done there? Not quite what I intended to do, but never mind. So, I'm going to want a house there. Let's just budge these up a little bit. Let's build another one here and one here. Fab. They want to be by lots of trees. 20%. You can live there. Cute. You, I'm demolishing because that was a little bit rogue. Cute. Oh, we're getting there. Oh, but I do want the flower and plant decorations, but I think greater reach will be better, because it will mean that actually we can have our, you know, fruit and veg stalls and all these stalls over here. They will probably reach these up here, because at the moment they've only got about 6% from that. But they are all happy, to be fair. So can't complain. I think last task for today's video is just to get these little houses decorated here. So let's put in our fences for our little gardens that they definitely don't need, but I want to give them anyway. Maybe you can get to yours from there. Cute. I'm tempted to leave that because we might even be able to use that to go up there. So I think for the time being, no, actually I've changed my mind already. They can, in fact, yeah, I am. They can just have maybe a little seating area to the side of their house. Oh well, that didn't go so well. What we can do though is just give them some trees around here. And if I change my mind about that, I will just get rid of the trees. Let's have a couple of the large ones. Small. Cute. Oh, what about these actually? I think let's put one of these in between the houses there. Here we definitely won't be able to fit that. Let's have, oh, that's not a small tree. Get some bushes around here. Cute. Yeah, I think I've got a bit over OTT with the gardens, to be fair, but you know, you never know, they might want one. Definitely won't use it, but they might want one anyway. Maybe some little flowers next to the houses. Let's get some lights down here as well, actually. Let's get one maybe here, here. They have one here actually. I'll put one there and I'll do one at the other side of the road. Let's get some on the houses. Where am I? I have no idea what happened there. I think I may need to turn down the speed of my mouse because I feel like I'm whizzing all over the shop, and to be honest, I can't keep up with where I am. Lovely. Let's add all the way around. Flowers You can have a bench out the front too. Maybe some more flowers. It looks so cute when you look down here though. I think especially at night when it's all lit up. Oh no, randomise. Let's have you there, you there, you there. You can have some hanging baskets. One of those. You can just have a bench. Cute. Oh, we've abandoned the flowers on this side, it appears. There we go. You can have hanging baskets. Oh, you can have those. You can have one of those benches. And one there. Could we do with some trees in between? Oh, I've just put that there and not even fenced it off. There we go. Let's have a large tree there maybe. I don't know what to do with this area. I don't know whether that would make a good park, but I don't really want to do that just yet. So I'm going to leave that for now. What we can do though is put some little trees in people's gardens now, which makes it look a bit more realistic, I think. As realistic as a little pixelated game made of blocks can get, I suppose. Right, where are we? I've lost the small trees. Maybe a couple of bushes. Where are we? There we are. Like this garden at the minute, it's looking a bit bare. But eventually when we get the different decorations and things, I promise it does start to look much better. Oh, that's looking quite cute actually when you look down there. Oh, it's a bit dingy over here. Should we maybe put a little light on the wall in the garden? Yeah, I think so. Oh, that's maybe I want to do it in all of them now. And this is where I get a bit carried away. You've also got no foliage in your garden. Let's add a little bush as well. And a little light. And a bench. Cute. This is looking depressing in here. Let's have a couple of benches. Maybe some bushes. Little trees. Maybe they can have a large tree there as well. Everybody actually is really, really happy. 99% we're on. What is the thing that's letting us down? It's the work decoration. I don't know what else to give them, to be fair. I think they're a bit greedy. Large tree maybe. I don't know if it'll ever get to 100% to be fair, because surely they're not always, you know, really, really happy. A couple of little things there. I reckon we could probably squeeze a little bench. But all in all, I'm quite happy with how happy they are. Let's do that over there. Oh, so we've accumulated a lot of research points. Oh, and actually we can buy our greater reach and we can buy our flower and plant decorations, which I think is where we're going to leave it for today. So next time what we'll do is we will add in our flowers and plants. They reach a much greater distance now, so everyone will be happy. I can see there we need to add some more workers. We are 3 people off being able to upgrade our city to the next stage, which is what we will do next time. So thank you so much for watching, and I would really like it if you could like and subscribe, add some comments down below if you think there's anything that I should add or anything I should change. But yeah, hopefully see you next time. Bye.